Hey everyone, it's Vinny for Power Twang. Just wanted to talk today a little bit about about how to tune your guitar to drop D tuning and some of its applications. When we first talk about drop D tuning, the first thing that comes to mind in a lot of cases is some of that heavier rock guitar stuff, but in more and more it's being used in some of today's modern country stuff, you know, like Jason Aldean type stuff, and you can even go back to some of the swampy Waylon Jennings type songs to add some of those drop D licks in there. But anyway, first what we're going to do is we'll just talk about tuning it, you know, how to do it. So basically, if you have your guitar in standard tuning, your low string is normally tuned to an E note. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to take and drop that down a whole step. A good way to do that is your fourth string on the guitar is also a D note. So all you need to do is if you hit that and then you hit your E string, now I'll usually go past it and then back and tune up to it. And by tuning up to it, you're actually like keeping pressure on the tuning peg here. Whereas if you just turn it down, it doesn't keep the same type of pressure on the tuning peg to work properly, and it'll go out of tune a little bit easier. So I usually always go lower and then tune up to it. So then what you have is those two strings should match, the sixth and the fourth string. And what you're really doing when you tuning that guitar down, or that low E string down, is you're basically allowing, normally when you do a power chord or a power bar chord, it's in this shape here. But what you're basically doing is you're actually, when you tune down, you actually enable it so that you can hit some of those power chords just by laying your finger across, you know, the top three strings essentially, or two strings. Basically enabling it to allow you to do a power chord, and it just gives it a little bit of heavier sound because it's in that lower tuning. But again, so, you know, there's like a lot of stuff. I mean, of course, again, it's been used a lot in rock and roll. Again, to the even more, again, modern country, and you know, I guess that's debatable as to whether or not it's country or contemporary pop, rock. But again, like the Jason Aldean stuff, she's country. Now that's another good one. Of course, he does it. They utilize the same type concept in the song Hicktown. So if you add a little phaser effect to your sound, you can also utilize it in some of the older classic, like Waylon Jennings type outlaw, swampy kind of songs that utilize that kind of same sound. So it's a pretty effective tool, and it's really easy to do, you know, just by lowering that the sixth string down to the D note. Instead of, you know, and again, it's just, you're just creating a way to make some of the power chords a little easier just by doing the bar where you're just laying your first finger across the string. So yeah, basically just take a standard tune guitar, drop the low E string down to a D note, and you're in drop D. That's pretty much it, and until next time, we'll see ya. Thanks for tuning in.